Welcome to another episode of You Both Suck. It's your boy, Kunal Arora.
And I'm Dara Pollock.
Dara, I'm excited. Let's get this guest introduced immediately.
Yes, thank you. This is Brad Stoll.
What's up?
Welcome to the pod. He is a actor, comedian, content creator, man of all trades, really. And he has a restaurant series on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is it Instagram only? Or?
No, it's on everything.
Okay. All over the place, called Next Date. And you kind of take us through different restaurants, and it's like, here's where you should take her on your next date. Right?
Correct. But at the same time, waiting for said date to show up.
Yes.
I was
like, there's
she's going to come. I know she's going to come.
There's a comedic element to it, but I didn't know how to explain it properly. So
I always look at it like when I tell people, I'm like, oh, it's like New York City hidden gem meets getting just stood up.
Yeah. This is a great idea because anybody who planning a date sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the fact that you've taken this completely out of the hands and be like, hey, just watch this. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even though it's like also sad because you're constantly being stood up from said dates, which is like funny as like to see from like a guy's perspective.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like women will also look at him and be like, you know what? Maybe I'll date him.
Yeah. No, who knows?
Yeah. Are you single?
I am not.
Okay,
But, it's fun to give. Is that kayfabe? Am I already letting people in that, oh, shit, I should have just
We
been
just
like, I am
lifted
so
the
single.
curtain.
No.
Right. Now we know. All right.
No, I think it's also like, this is so messed up. I've never been stood up before, and I don't know
I
if
was
that's
actually
bad.
going to ask that question.
That's a great question.
Yeah,
And you
I
know
was
what?
gonna ask.
Here's the thing. I haven't been stood up, but I've had the excuses that I'll make jokes about in the series. Like,
Right.
I've done the whole, she said her roommate's locked out of her apartment, which is my
sure.
favorite. I actually had that. I remember trying to go in for the kill, and she reached for her phone. She goes, oh my God, my roommate's locked out. And I was like, that's crazy.
God.
And I believed it. And I came home to my room and I go, she said her roommate got locked out. And they're like, yeah. I bet she was.
Yeah.
Have you ever been stood up?
I've never been stood up, but I did have, I think we talked about this on the pod, maybe not. Last summer, 2 summers ago, a guy basically took a call and never came back.
Oh, jeez. How does someone do that, though? The
No,
whole taking
okay.
a call?
And like, honestly, I would love to be like, yeah, it was me. I'm the problem. But there was nothing I could have done within the first 15 or 20 minutes that date had lasted at that point to warrant that. And I remember there was a very weird energy from him the second I walked in. Like, I walked in and like, I know what I look like, okay? I'm not like amazing, but I'm not also Buzz, your girlfriend woof. You know what I mean? Like, I think I look presentable.
Yeah.
And so for him to be like, oh my God, I have to run away, I don't think it was that. But I got to tell you, I don't know what it was. But I walked in and he just like looked at me and he went, hey, I just got a drink, and like turned away from me. And I was like, what? Okay.
Wait, so like how much talking did you do before the date? Do you
Literally
remember that? maybe
15, 20 minutes, and I was carrying the entire conversation. Like the entire conversation, I was asking him questions. He
Do you
just
think
seemed,
that was a negging tactic?
I mean, even if it, was,
is
I
gross.
hate
It's-
negging.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
grow the fuck up, especially
Right.
at this age. But like, I just
Oh, you
felt
guys
like he
don't
was
like to get negged? Am I the one who has a problem in this room that I enjoy getting abused all
You
the time?
like getting negged?
I mean,
you know what it is? It's like
I'll ask to get spit on, but I don't want it to be verbal.
Negged, not pegged.
No,
Kunal.
it's you know what it is?
Great.
I think that there's like a level of, and I'm a hypocrite because sometimes I'll get upset because if I'm not in the right mood for it, I will take it
Yes.
offensively.
Yes.
But I do like to be
Teasing.
bullied a little because it's funny because like I like bullying my friends.
Well, teasing
it's
is
it's a sign of
different.
endearment. Well,
It's-
here's the thing. There's a fine line between teasing and negging.
I
It's
agree.
true.
And it is a tough line to toe, but I will say that if you practice it and if you get to know the person that you're dating or whatever, you'll know where that line is. That's why I think off the bat, it's not a good
knowing
idea.
sort of makes it fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
That's
don't-
kind of
I don't
that's
fuck
half the
with it.
surprise.
I don't
yeah.
fuck with it anymore. I used to tease guys more and like kind of neg, but I don't like doing it because you just don't know that person and how they
Ew, you
are.
like being sweet and sincere?
I mean,
How's
I'm,
that-
I'm
how's that
definitely not
working
being
out?
sweet.
Thing is, Dara's
but-
got she can have a bit of a heavy hand if she needs to. She's
That's what I
smart
mean.
enough.
Yeah,
you see what I'm
that's-
saying?
that's
That's the
true,
thing. Like,
actually, yeah.
it's like that's the problem with somebody who can be fast. They can hit you hard.
I'm very
absolutely.
fast.
yeah, and then when that happens, you're like, ooh.
Exactly.
It takes them a second. They just like look at themselves like,
Yeah.
oh god,
Exactly.
Am I,
It's like,
did I
wait.
get shot?
Yeah, why am I bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like I've just like things I've said this to her. I was like, I'm like, that one hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you, that one hurt. And she was like, I didn't even realize. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
okay.
it goes to the-
And I'm like, it doesn't make it better that I don't realize it. You
Yeah,
know? So for me, it's much better if I just stay pulling it back until I know what they can handle.
Okay.
That's how
Yeah.
I feel.
But
And
you're
I,
out there.
and that's totally fair. Like,
Yeah, I mean-
I've always you know what it is? The negging goes back to as old as the whole like, oh, she did it because she likes you, or
Of
he
course,
did
I
it
mean,
because he
it's-
likes you.
That's
And
where
it's
it
like,
starts.
It's a kid thing.
It is a kid thing, and there's something about like.
So you enjoy it.
Some
Yeah,
people do.
I can say that
I
it's
have
definitely
girlfriends
it's
who
definitely
like
a love
it.
language that I fight, and I
Yeah.
definitely also encourage at the same time.
Yeah, no, I
so
have-
you like if they just say something nasty about you?
Yeah, and they're like, "You fucking a gross mouth." I'm like, "Yeah, say it again." Like, you know,
Brad, that's wild.
how bad do I need to? No, that's fucked up. But you know, like there is like the line of
She's just making horrible observations about you,
She
and you're
just
just
takes it out
standing
of-
there with an erection. I shouldn't feel this way, but
well, here we are.
yeah, here we are. You're looking down at
She just said that, you know, it doesn't surprise me that I'm bald, and here I am, just really turned on.
Oh my god. Okay. That's
God.
crazy. But, you know, everyone has their things.
yeah,
Sure.
I mean, that's fine.
I'm just
no.
like, let's get into it. Who likes to get abused?
Right, yeah, exactly. Well,
I think like being hit I wouldn't mind either. You know what I mean?
But in what setting?
Like in
the bedroom.
like in the
be-
street?
in the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be honest. A surprise street hit from the girl you're with,
That's-
kind of hot.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That'd be kind of hot.
Where's your girl from?
She's from Jersey. So
Yeah, that
might
makes a lot of
that might
sense.
explain.
I was gonna
But
say
it'd
that
be-
sentence only goes so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
crazy,
just saying.
but-
Like, imagine I'm walking down the street. I'm like, I'm eating a bagel.
In your
And then she just
Poncho?
fucking slaps it out of your mouth.
She slaps it in my hand, or I get the behind the head hit.
behind
Oh,
the
yeah.
head.
Behind the head is funny though. I've
Yeah.
done that to my brother, like the upside.
Yeah,
I
the
love that.
upside.
The upside is
It's a
it's an
great-
old school. It
it's an
feels
old
very
school slap.
very Three Stooges.
Yes, but
Yes.
it's effective, and that's what's most important.
Yes.
yeah.
I don't know how we got here, but I like it. But I want to
Yes.
say this though. I do like the content you're putting out.
Oh, thanks, man.
Because it's just one, it's informative, it's fun,
Yeah.
you know, and then also the New Yorkness of you
Yeah.
feels real. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
that
it's
was that
just
was
like,
that was a big thing. I mean, like we talked before the podcast about like coming from LA. I think a lot of that, unfortunately, wasn't picking up over there. Like I
Yeah.
felt like people, you know, I mean, I know that the stereotype is as
Yeah.
true as it comes. Like you find your friends, but like you can't always be as authentic as you'd like to be, and it
Sure.
sound like that, especially
Yes.
because of the industry that revolves around it.
Yeah.
But I find that like that was the thing I was missing, and I'm like, why is this not matching here? I'm like, oh, because it's beautiful outside,
Yeah.
and there's no
no
personality
hostility.
behind me. It's just like a pretty picture, and that's it. And then you come to New York, like there's like roughness, there's a personality,
Yeah.
there is flavor.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
For lack of a better word.
if I
And
can
a very
describe
fitting
Los
word.
Angeles, I'd say salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go with New York, I'd be like, you don't even know half the spices that are in it, but it just
Right.
tastes so fucking good.
Absolutely.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
I do like that. And well, I had to bring up one thing
Oh, yeah,
because you
please.
said something and you posted something that I was like, all right, Joe's Pizza. You
Yeah,
also
what's up?
realize you're sitting under.
What about that overrated place?
You're sitting under a portrait of it, and then look to your left. I put it there on purpose because
Oh, wow.
left.
And right there on the
Were they
left,
giving that
on
were-
the lamp right there.
I'm just knocking things over.
Yeah, it's fine. On the
Did
lamp
they
right
give
there.
that to you for
Straight-
free?
straight ahead, there
Bro,
we go.
you know
my
what left
Jesus.
is?
Yeah, I don't think you know what the left
I don't
is.
know that you know what
Yeah.
left is.
Sorry, no, I was trying to look for this one.
I said
and
there's
then-
two. Yeah, I because I'm big
Sorry,
on
my eyes were burning when I was looking at it. So
I'm big on
So not a
psychological
fan
warfare.
of-
so.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Well, not a fan of Joe's.
okay, so here's the big thing with this whole
Yeah.
Joe's aspect. So I work closely with this account, and they've posted me a few times, and I went to Joe's because like I'm like I haven't done this place. I've had Joe's, and here's the thing: I don't think it is bad pizza.
Right.
That's not the problem. The
Right.
problem is it is not the best pizza in New York City, and that is
No.
like the big thing when you look at any of these TikTok looks like here are the top 5 places. They're like industry, Mama's too, and then Joe's will be like 1, and I'm like, in what
Yeah.
world is this 1?
Yeah,
Like,
well-
yes, if I'm on the go and I want to slice and I know that's going to be consistent, sure, Joe's definitely hits that, and it's
Right.
not as expensive as some slices, but
Are
people
you-
got so twisted
Yeah.
when I gave it, like, I mean, my system at that time was a 5, right?
Right.
And I gave it like a 3 something.
That's not even.
Are you saying that?
And I said it was middle of the
Yeah,
road.
that's-
I go,
that-
is
yeah.
it the best? No. I go, but it's fine. I just
Right.
kept going, it's fine. And people in the comments will go back to Alaska,
yeah.
you,
Oh, well-
you
Yeah,
mustache piece of shit. And I'm just like, you
You're
don't even know me. And,
Yeah.
I,
We
get
and I'm
that
like,
all
I'm
the
not that. I'm not the psycho who goes to the comments and starts like,
Yeah, fighting with people.
fighting them all for no reason.
Right.
I'll respond to like the first couple, and I'll just go, oh babe, I hate when we fight. You know, like just
Right.
like
That's
because I don't
cute, yeah.
care. Like, please, the insults are funnier, and honestly, I would put them on a
I mean, it's
t-shirt before
it's hard to
anything.
fight while you're hard.
Well,
Yeah,
so-
no, exactly.
So that doesn't help.
They don't know that they're just feeding a beast
Yeah.
at this point.
You're
I'm
s-
just sitting there going, who
you're
needs to
typing it
leave when
out.
I have all this porn?
You're typing it out, but you're not using your fingers.
Oh my god. Well, here's a question though.
I gotta ask though.
Yeah, I have one
Sorry.
too.
Okay,
Please.
you want to go? I was gonna say this. So basically, what you're saying,
Okay.
is that Joe's is the Domino's of New York sliced pizza.
Oh wow, that's a stretch. No, I said it.
that's
See,
a-
I don't think that's what it is.
I don't even know what that would mean in
No,
this
it's-
context.
It's like a chain of just
Well,
New
it
York
is a-
sliced pizza.
How about
right?
this? I'm gonna
Yeah,
go. I'll go.
no.
I'll go a step above.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
too much.
Because I think that's I wouldn't
That's-
call
that's
Joe's
harsh.
like the chain pizza of New York because I mean there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's some even in L.A. and there's some
Right,
in Miami.
so it is
It's
kind
getting
of.
around yet, but it's not like it's still going to be a decent slice when you go to those locations, opposed to like whatever garbage is being offered in that state and
Exactly.
city. I look at Joe's. See, I think this might be worse, but I feel like it's better. I look at it how people see Two Bros being like, wow, look, Old Reliable's right there and it's cheap. I'll get it.
That's. I mean, I don't think.
Do I
that's-
think it's
Well, I think we've had enough time for this podcast. It's been- don't plug your
I
shit.
would
We're out
never.
of
I would never compare it to Two Bros. That's
I mean,
insane.
that's
But-
absurd.
I would say like
That is
in
crazy.
the essence, I'm not saying the quality of
Two Brothers is
but
like
it
is the
like
Menendez
convenience.
brothers of pizza. Like it's
Were we even sure that it's a legitimate business?
Yeah,
No,
right.
but somehow they still get to serve pizza. I think that it's just it's riding off an old reputation. Like sure,
I mean, yeah,
sure,
but it's
sure.
still
Did
good.
Peter Parker work there in the first Spider-Man? Yeah, but let's move on.
I
Like,
don't know.
I
I,
just-
still think it's solid. It's definitely my favorite, like, of the New York style grab and go kind of pizzas. I am not going to sit here and say that it's better than Lindustry or Feeney or anything. Absolutely
Okay, I'll
not.
say this.
Absolutely not.
I think Joe's is way better than Garbage Prince Street. If I hear one more person tell me that it's good pizza, I'm
mean,
gonna
again,
slam my head
yeah.
into drywall.
Well, it's also different though, because most people when they talk about Prince Street, they're talking about like the spicy spring slice,
And I
which
don't
is
think it's
not-
that good. I've had it.
It's good. I mean, it's fucking
it's
good.
fine. They're better. They're better
I mean,
squares.
I agree, but I'm just saying it's still pretty good. But I wouldn't compare it because to me that's apples and oranges.
I
Like,
think
I'm
they've
not
gone down in
going-
quality from whatever they
Maybe.
were at some point. I
haven't-
had it now twice.
Okay.
And I don't get it.
I
I don't
mean,
get why
hey.
everyone's so. I've had the square slice. I've had their regular pizza. I
Right.
don't get it.
I don't know. I think it's still good, but again, everybody has their things and their like preferences. But to me, if I had to pick right now, my like top would probably be Lindustry.
Yeah,
I think
that's
their
up there.
pizza is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And then probably oh my god,
Feeney?
the other one we just Feeney
Feeney,
and
yeah.
Aces probably.
Aces is
Or-
Aces
Also-
is great.
Aces-
See, like Aces is great for like because there's not a lot of Detroit style in New York.
I was gonna
Right.
say I would say in terms of there's no such thing as the best, right?
no,
But I think
no.
it's neighborhood to neighborhood, and I said this
Yeah.
on some guy's
I think
video.
Brooklyn overall will have
Is-
better pizza
I
than
agree.
Manhattan. Manhattan pizza
We just talked about
that.
is.
Yes.
How about this? Manhattan pizza is. I mean, I think it's not a big controversial statement, but it's the worst pizza in New York.
I would say so.
Manhattan.
Manhattan
Just
as a
in
borough has
general?
the worst
Well,
pizza.
I
to
mean,
me.
because you have more to choose from, maybe. So I guess you could. in
Well, I
theory.
think
guess,
even
but
their
they- it
even
could-
their heavy hitters.
Yeah, I guess
think the
that's fair
best,
at this
and I
point.
said this in this video that the best pizza
Is Brooklyn,
in New York City is in North Brooklyn.
and
Yeah.
Williamsburg and Greenpoint now.
Yeah, that's what I
Pauly
meant.
G's.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
yeah.
I heard apologies. And
Love Pauly
Mama's 2 is like
Mama's
the
2 is
only
really good.
redeeming Manhattan
But it's
pizza,
so
but like
far.
still was such a trek to get.
Yeah, I
And
just
now
said
it's in
it's
West
so
Village,
far.
and like who knows if the quality's going to keep up.
Right.
Right.
The best
Yeah.
pizza's in North Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Everywhere else can go right to hell.
Yes, pretty
It's
much.
over now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm a sucker for DeFara, and I'm a sucker for
It's over.
And that I
Spumoni
think
Gardens.
is okay. And I
DeFara,
think-
his hands are crippled.
I think-
he's done. He's dead. It's over.
Isn't he dead?
He is dead.
He is
I
dead.
And I'm gonna tell you right now,
R.I.P.,
I'll leave a
R.I.P..
little basil leaf on his tombstone. I don't care. All right, you're living in the past, people in the South Brooklyn area. You're over. Okay, we haven't seen good pizza from that area for decades. North Brooklyn reigns supreme.
I put my mic down because you need to.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, you done now?
Yes,
You
I
good?
am. Thank you.
I was
Wow.
just gonna say for the past 5 minutes that DeFara is definitely overrated in my opinion. If you like DeFara over like I don't know Lindustry or even
No, I don't.
Joe's,
I don't like it over those.
Yeah,
two.
yeah,
I do
I
like
don't know.
DeFara.
I like
would say
DeFara, but
no. I
it's-
think the industry
it's like
definitely
$8
lives up.
for a fucking slice. Like, give me a break.
It's absurd.
I'd rather have 2 Joe's
What are they putting that
slices
guy's
for
ashes in the pie? It's disgusting. $8 a
crazy.
slice.
It's crazy.
It's absurd.
It's crazy.
It's
I
criminal.
forgot how much I paid. I went down there.
It's a lot.
I'd
not
rather
too long. It was a
go
lot.
to Staten Island, and no shade to Staten Island.
Yeah.
You're
They
just-
do have, but again, Staten Island has
Yeah, but
very
it's
good
just
pizza
too
as
far
well.
away. That's all it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because we could probably talk about this forever. And I do want to do a fun taste test.
Yes.
Because speaking of things that are tomato based, you said something when we were DMing about you being on the pod that I was like, how can we make this fun? You dislike ketchup, right?
God, you son of a bitch.
We were having a good time, and now
We
we
were
want to
having
ruin
so much fun.
Now we want to ruin it.
You ever to a show and you just you don't even know what you said and just the air gets sucked out.
Oh, buddy.
Ketchup
That's-
did that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Ketchup
absolutely.
Ketchup was the white comic saying the thing you shouldn't have said on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
ketchup
Yes,
to me.
yeah.
Well,
It's brazenness. It's white guy trying that N-word bit. That's exactly what this is. And I'm going to tell you right now, when Dara pitched this idea to me and then gave me the background as to how you feel about ketchup, I'm going to tell you right now. Was I upset at her? Yes. But was I also proud? Immensely.
again, psychological warfare.
Yeah, that's her game
Oh
plan.
God, my family is going to tune in for this because they know I have such a hatred for ketchup. Like,
I was just like thinking about this
Sure.
as a segment, and then I was like, oh, he's perfect because he hates ketchup. We're gonna be trying. Should I just get it and show him?
Yes.
show me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, everyone.
I like the
Okay.
suspense because like my heart's racing.
I mean, it's...
and I haven't even read any comments yet.
Yeah. Close your eyes and we'll do this.
Oh God. I'm trying to just do a little bit of meditation right
Yeah,
now.
a little.
Maybe to
Yeah,
calm my nerves.
You can't
and
manifest your way out of this one.
Nope.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Let me tell you, I've learned a lot in LA, and that's definitely something that does not work in
Okay.
situations like this.
Right there. There it is. Gotcha. All right. Don't open those eyes yet. Hold on.
Don't
a sec.
open your eyes yet. We're
We
getting
are going-
prepared.
We're
okay,
going to be
I'm
doing the.
open your eyes.
It's going to be the.
Open my eyes.
Open
Yep.
your eyes. It's going.
I don't want to.
It's yeah. Well, it's gonna happen. It's going to be the ketchup Kit Kat challenge.
Why would you take something so good and ruin it?
I'll be
know.
honest with you. A friend of mine sent it to me. I mean, that can be yours. We can, or we can share.
Yeah, yeah. We'll split. We'll
A
split
friend
these
of
up.
mine
Yeah.
sent me this and was like, "What is this bullshit?" It was somebody trying a Kit Kat with ketchup, and he was like, "This is disgusting." I'm like, "I know. What is wrong with people?" And he was like, "Maybe we should try it." And I was like, "You do you. I'm not doing that."
But apparently
and he
people are
tried
sa-
it.
people are saying it's good.
People are saying it's good. He tried it. He said it weirdly works, and I was like, "You can't be serious." And I was like, "Well, guess what, Brad? You shall rue the day that you came."
I'm gonna tell you right now. What I love about
So happy I have black coffee to just like kill
Yeah,
anything.
I mean,
what I love about whenever I'm on the road, my idea of like starting the day is a coffee and a Kit Kat.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Really?
know
So
that
you're like
about
a
you?
big Kit Kat.
I'm a huge.
I didn't
Kit
know
Kat.
that.
Can I
about
tell you
you.
something?
Yeah.
This is a hot take. I don't think I've ever purchased a full candy bar.
Are you serious?
Really?
I think there's just
What?
something. This is gonna sound very weird. I rather lie to myself and eat fun size Halloween candies
Oh, I mean,
than
yeah.
ever purchase a full candy bar because I just feel like there's just something. I'm like, I'm not a fat piece of shit. I'm not going to buy a candy bar, but I will have 17 mini Milky Ways and tell myself it's not a full
fat
bar.
piece of shit.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna tell you right now.
hilarious.
That's fat piece of shit energy.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Totally is.
I am a walking hypocrite when it comes to my opinions on food, and I love that it pisses people off because I've caved and done things that I know I hate,
Oh, you can.
and I've
you
come
can-
around.
I mean,
I'm moldable.
Oh, we're doing one each.
I think so.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
be
yeah, one
civilized.
each is fine.
Yeah, one
Civil-
each.
I don't need to have two.
We don't need two.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
have
was
another
just
one
saying-
just.
I was
for
gonna
the
say,
sake
Oh,
of
but
it.
leave
we
it-
could have another one to wash it
Wash
down.
it down.
though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably
that's
a
a
good
palate
idea.
cleanser.
Yeah,
right
there
there.
That's
we
a
go.
palate
Here, you want to
cleanser.
take this one right there? There's
Yeah.
one left.
They
in there.
smell
Phenomenal.
divine.
Yeah,
now,
they do. I'm
for
gonna tell you
now.
right. Yeah, they do smell divine.
Yep.
And now let's get out this ketchup. And
God.
Dara was graceful enough to get classic Heinz, not even organic.
Not
but
even
here
or
we-
not get that Walmart non-brand shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm not a monster.
Can someone do it for me? Because
Yeah, of course,
I'm not
of
gonna.
course.
I'm not gonna
I
do
mean,
it.
it's horrifying. I don't.
All right, I'm gonna put a
don't
nice
blame you.
fat line.
Is it a? Do we have to eat the whole thing, or is it just
oh
a
my
bite?
God, stop! It's
Is it
too
a
much.
bite?
I mean, just take a bite.
Take
Don't
a
go
bite.
crazy, guys. Yeah, this is
God,
insane. I
this-
don't even want to.
God.
All right, a little line.
Yeah, a little line.
I feel like we should call a doctor. This is what this looks
that's
like.
I'm gonna
too
tell you
much.
right
That's too
now.
much.
This looks
You
like a
can
health-
you could tell I haven't done coke in a while because my lines are all over the place.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Your boy's not even doing that. Okay, so it is the
Hang on.
ketchup Kit Kat challenge.
Jesus Christ.
Is
Yeah,
what-
this is horrible. I
Yeah.
don't know
It
why.
smells so bad.
So here's one thing I'm going to say as a preface to this. Some people put like I put a little bit of unsweetened cocoa in my chili. Some people even put
I
a
love
little
that.
bit dark chocolate in like a marinara, like a red sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because so I'm like maybe.
No, that is wishful. That is so wishful.
I'm trying to be positive.
I like
Okay.
the positivity.
I love a good Mexican coffee, like with a little bit
Well,
of
that's what I'm
cayenne,
saying.
or
So I
cinnamon.
don't know, guys.
This
So-
is sugar ketchup.
So
All right,
let's
so
go
let's take
for
a
it.
bite.
Do we-
and
do we
then-
do a
No, we're
little
not
cheers?
choosing. Yeah,
We're not
so, yeah.
choosing. I don't want to risk spilling it.
How does that work?
How does that work?
That kind of worked.
Why does that?
It
It,
ma- you know
tastes
what it
like
is?
sweet and sour sauce.
That's what it felt like, and almost like it was.
What the fuck?
The chocolate immediately like overcome like the ketchup flavor.
Can I just say this, if I may? Ketchup Kit Kat is the only time KKK works.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. That
Thank
was
you.
good.
Thank you.
That
I
is-
appreciate it.
Bump right
Appreciate
there.
it. Thank you.
That was very good. Wait,
Yeah.
but why does this
I'm
make
not finishing
sense?
yet, but it does work.
I'm finishing
taking
it.
another
I'm
bite.
taking another bite. It almost has like it feels like a sesame chicken. It's
I
like
just said that. It tastes like
Yeah.
a sweet and sour
Sweet,
sauce with
yes.
a chicken nugget.
Yes,
I don't like
yes.
that you guys keep commenting on it. All right, I know what you're saying
really-
with the sweet and sour.
It's sweet and sour sauce. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
But it like the tomato of it completely disappears. Like the
It-
smell
yeah.
that I hate about ketchup.
Same. I hate the smell of ketchup too.
I don't really care
I'm
for
with
it.
you on that.
I don't care for it.
I think it's a white trash condiment. And I
It is. I don't like the
100%.
smell
I
of
think ranch
ketchup.
has
or,
more class.
I love
It
ranch.
does because ranch can be modified. Here's the thing.
This is
Ketchup
crazy.
is great when it's barbecue sauce, and ranch is great
Yes.
when it's spicy or has a different flavor.
See, I love
Buffalo
ranch,
ranch.
but mayo and ketchup both the same to me. I cannot stand the smell. Like if you wave it under my nose, I'll gag.
Wait,
But if you throw some garlic, some lemon,
Yeah, of course.
some
now
make it
what
a
if you
mayo-
mix mayo ketchup together?
that's
Still no?
that's okay, but
Okay.
fancy
it's
sauce.
it.
I mean, what was that? Thousand
That's
Island.
like a
with bunch of
Thousand
other things?
Island
Yeah.
or like an basic. That's the base.
This
of
is
that.
not bad.
All
This
right,
is
I'm gonna
not-
finish it. I feel this is disrespectful. Just leave a bite.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
It's so
I
weird.
can't believe you got me to eat ketchup on camera. This is
Wow.
a new high.
Nice.
yeah,
done.
yeah. No, this is crazy. It
If my
tastes
mother
like.
was here, she'd be like, "How?"
Now you know how.
Yeah. For years, I've been trying to feed him.
All she had to
spaghetti
do was put it on a piece of chocolate, and I would have
Literally, it's like I keep going back to sweet and sour, like a duck sauce almost.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to eat it,
No.
but
But whoever the psychopath was to figure that out, insane.
such a good point. Okay, I'm gonna actually move these plates because I don't
Yeah.
want them in the camera.
What I will say this is that I would do this to upset people.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Dara
But
said,
where and at what point you're like, you know, guys, I want us to try something. Like, how does that get introduced?
I think if you plan for it, Dara said it'd make a great party trick, and she's 100% right. I think that it would be just a fun thing
To
like,
fuck with people.
Yeah, to fuck with people. Like,
fuck with people, I
I used
think,
to have
yeah.
a phone that was completely waterproof, like before anyone else had a water.
Oh, so you used to fuck with people and throw it in
just
a pool or
dunk
something?
it in water. Be like,
Well,
Yeah.
I would go to a bar, and what I would do is, I'd like this is like a thing that I would use. So there'd be a bunch of women just kind of hanging, and I would just be.
A harem.
I think I saw this on the pickup artist once.
So what I would do is,
Yeah.
and man, I was like early 20s, so let's just forgive this a little bit.
Sure.
So I'd roll up to a couple women, and what I'd do, I'd be like, "How's it going?" I'd have a beer, and I'd take my phone and drop it in the beer,
Oh yeah.
God.
right, and then I'd start chugging it, and my
That's the most
Such
fratty
a
thing
goo-
I've heard
that's
in
such
my
a
life.
goon behavior
So
moment.
I'm not even done
Yeah,
yet.
okay.
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 Well, there's more.
And then as I'm finishing the beer, my buddy who's on the other side of the bar would see that I'm almost done
Mm-hmm.
and then start calling me. And I'd take the phone out of the beer, open it up, and be
my
like,
God.
"Yo, what's up? I'm here with what are your names?"
So
Oh
extra.
my God, that's so cringy.
so extra.
And
Jesus
dude, I'm gonna
Christ.
tell you right now, 7 out of 10 times it failed miserably, but those 3 times, not bad.
Those are memorable closings when that beer trick worked.
100%.
That's insane.
What? So where does the conversation go from there when it worked? I want to know that.
I mean, it's just like your early 20s. What do you?
Well, they also probably were
Yeah.
asking where you got it from.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Where'd
right?
you get it from?
Good follow-up.
Yes,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
my boyfriend works in construction. I'd like to get him this phone.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
there you go.
Yes.
Always
You know?
a
He's
good.
just becoming an AT&T salesman at the bar.
Does it
Now,
look
let me tell you
like
some crazy things about this
I
phone.
look like I work at a Boost Mobile kiosk? I'm exactly that Indian guy from Verizon that you bought
It's
your
okay.
phone from.
I'm
Oh
one
my
shade
God.
away from a guy being like, please try this lotion from the Dead Sea, my friend. It's so good.
Yeah.
Your skin feels so
I'm
soft.
gonna be honest. You have a lot of my friend energy.
Yes, you do have my friend.
Hey, honestly,
energy.
but like you knew me when I had hair.
Yes.
I didn't have this look at all. And then as soon as my hair was gone, completely different demographic of a
Yes,
person.
100%. You have Persian rug salesman face.
Well, here's the thing. I've gotten when I was living in
My
LA, I got
friend
Persian a lot.
energy.
I got Mexican a handful of times just
Yeah.
because
Really?
like
I-
because of
with
like
him with a
Hispanic-
tan? Are you kidding me? Come on now.
Okay.
and then
yeah,
Italian. And
Yes.
then when I'm
Yeah,
in New York,
yeah.
I would get Italian,
Well,
Puerto
that's
Rican.
why I thought
Yeah.
you were maybe Italian and Jewish. There was something in there that.
Yeah.
I
God,
thought,
I
you
wish
know.
that was
If you had like a cowboy hat, dude, I would definitely think you're lead Mexican in,
Lead Mexican.
in like a gardening job of some sort. I could say it. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We don't care anymore.
Yeah. We're, the gloves are off.
How are we doing on time? Should we jump into the submission?
Oh yeah, let's jump into it. Yeah.
I think we should.
100%.
Okay, so we are very excited about this submission. Everyone ready? Yes. Okay. I'm 35, female, NYC. I matched with a guy on Hinge. He's 36, and we hit it off quickly. Fast forward to the first date where things went amazingly well, followed by another amazing date, and we sort of hooked up by date 4, but we didn't have sex. Then he told me the next day that he wanted to be honest about something, and I was like, well, here it is. Apparently, he has a mild addiction to porn and has trouble with performing sometimes, desensitized, etc. He said he's working on it, but then I couldn't help myself and looked at his IG following list, and it's all IG models and OF type girls. That means OnlyFans. He said he has gotten shit for this in the past and laughed that part off, even when I said I'm bothered by it. Rude, but fine, not the end of the world. I told him I'd like to keep seeing him and see where it goes, but so far the sex has been challenging. Like half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. And I know that's a job for a therapist, not me, so part of me thinks I'm taking on too much. Last time we hung out, he said he jerked off twice before. What the fuck? If you have problems performing, why would you do that? So I basically said that, and he said it's not the same thing, and I got annoyed and just wanted to go home. He said I was being unfair, and he's doing the best he can. Do I suck for thinking this is a big deal, or does he suck for not really trying that hard to be better?
He sucks. It's pretty simple. Like everything, as long as whatever she's telling is all factual, where it's he's only following porn stars.
Yeah.
He's jerking off twice before meeting up.
Whoa. Jerking off twice?
Twice is a lot.
First of all, at that point,
is once acceptable?
I think
once is fine.
Once is okay.
Once is fine.
Twice is like, you don't want to leave the house to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, when he just like laughed. First of all, why are you following OnlyFans?
Well, he's addicted to porn.
I don't get it. Like, he's for sure addicted. And mild addiction is hilarious. And nobody has a mild addiction to something.
That's like saying you have a mild addiction to crack.
Point. Yeah, just a little bit of crack just to get me through the night.
It's true.
I only have crack at night. I don't have during the day.
So
I think that if this guy really liked her, like truly, like if you want to like go pursue someone, like whatever those like habits you have, where it's like you find yourself watching a lot of porn, like doing all that stuff, like, and you can't morph it into something that you both can share together. Like, I think, like, I don't think it's a bad thing to like, and some people feel differently. I don't think it's bad if you watch porn with your partner and you have sex. Like, that's fine. If it's something that you want to do spice. But if you can only watch porn while you fuck said partner, then that's a problem.
Yeah,
it shows that you're not present. And this guy is clearly not present.
Yeah.
First of all, also, seems like they waited a bit to have sex. And they're only to be
Date 4?
disappointed. And I love the whole, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like it was a fucking lawnmower.
Yeah.
Let's break into this piece by piece.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's just like you want to lead off?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Let's right off the top, I think porn has been given a horrible reputation
100%.
by people that can't seem to handle it.
Sure.
It's like, listen, can alcohol destroy lives? Yeah, absolutely. People run into trees. Do people watch porn into the point where they lose their house and cars? That's insane. Okay,
well,
where their lives are that impacted.
Okay, so
no, but
let's counter that. I think there is a way of like losing things from porn if it's like so affected your life where you can't function and
you can't date somebody who's a real human.
That to me is like I think that's so crazy to blame porn. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's real.
I think I'm gonna disagree a little bit because I think that
it's real.
If it gets to a point where it's literally invading your personal life to a level of like for example. What if you're at work and like you had to pull up porn at work, like that type of addiction? That's what I'm saying. Like,
you
I've
lose
known
your job. Like,
I've known guys who do that. By the way,
they watch porn at work.
Not watch porn at work, but they'll like maybe they'll jerk off in the middle of the day.
In the middle, I mean, if I get all my things done,
I think. But I look at jerking off as a reward, being like, I got through the rest of my day, and I've jerked off before I went to work because I was stressed out. I've done that, but I find for me, my favorite time is right before bed.
Yeah, but it's like, but again, so like I'm with you on this. I think it absolutely is a very real problem. And I've also known people, and I've dated a guy or two maybe that have similar issues. And it is very much a real problem. And they separate it. It's not like how you're saying, oh, they could just stop. They can't just stop. It's like a legit problem.
It's very unfortunate because I think the women get burdened who are trying to date these guys.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And you go like, what do you? And I get it. I'm not in this pool. I'm in a relationship. I have been for a long time. I know I'm not out there.
Right.
But it's like, you shouldn't have to try to fix or deal with these lunatics.
Well, I think that's the problem, though, because it's
Yeah.
like, I don't think she's trying to fix him, because she didn't say anything about that. But it seemed like she was willing to be like, I'll work with you on this. Not fix you, but
Right.
I'll work with you on this. But
Yeah.
it seems like he's not
Yeah.
maybe meeting her halfway. Jerking off twice is crazy.
That's
Yes.
also like you're gonna start seeing,
Yeah.
bruises after 2.
well, yeah.
what do you mean by that?
I mean, like that's a lot of jerking off for
Yeah,
like
twice in a day.
Yeah.
twice in a day is a lot. That's like
I think-
I'm homesick.
Yeah,
If I jerk
I
off twice
mean-
in a day.
I'm
Like if you're doing that before you're gonna
Wait.
go meet with a girl who wants to
I have a
fuck your
question.
brains out, that's crazy to me.
I have a question. Because I asked a few of my guy friends this not too long ago. What's the most you've ever jerked off in a day?
Oh god.
9 times.
9?
Yeah, your boy out here.
4.
Yeah.
And 4 was like at 4 it was starting to get painful.
Oh, your boy was your boy out here.
You're
dude.
talking about like, are you talking high school days?
We're
9?
talking.
I was gonna
We're
say,
talking.
probably
Yeah,
really
we're
young,
talking
but
1920.
Yeah, you can only.
Okay, the highest.
1920.
That's the
1920,
highest.
yeah.
I thought the highest I had heard was 7, but you
No.
you win.
No,
okay,
9.
I've had a friend do
congratulations.
9. And
Yeah.
I look at him with the
crazy.
same face.
Yeah.
How?
How?
Yeah, it's you know what it
that's
is.
a lot.
I feel like after like 3 you're just going.
How are you not chafing?
Well, I'm gonna tell you
like
right now-
dust is coming out.
Yeah, let me
Like-
tell you this: when you want it, you get it.
Oh Jesus.
You know, it's about will. It's about aspiration.
But hang on.
It's about discipline.
Well, let's
ahead.
return the question.
Sure.
How many times have you done it in a day? Because I feel like women could do it way more than guys.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can't think off the top of my head like an exact number, but I'm gonna say definitely like a 5, maybe, maybe,
Fiver.
maybe a 5.
Again, that are those homesick numbers.
I mean, probably, or just like sometimes a hangover day when I just can't do
that's a
anything
good day.
else.
That's a good day to jerk
It's a good
off.
day to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't put
absolutely.
an exact number, but probably somewhere in that area. Yeah. And I do watch porn, not like excessively, but I mean,
What
do
is
watch.
excessive watching of porn
I don't
look
know.
like to you?
I don't know because
Right.
I've dated a guy who was definitely every day.
Yeah.
And
Is every day excessive?
I don't think so, but at the same time, you gotta
I'm about
wonder.
to feel very judged.
Yeah.
No, because that's what I'm saying is I don't think it is, but you do have to wonder like how much it is doing to your like the desensitizing thing. Because I think that's very
I think
real.
that the desensitizing is totally real and
Right,
it's totally
same.
valid. I think that sometimes it's. And maybe this is just getting older. The imagination of
Yeah.
like not using porn gets a little difficult because
Yeah.
you're like you have to really focus.
You
Like,
really
when
do.
you're younger,
Yeah.
you could just start playing, making up
Yes.
scenarios in your head
Yeah.
of like people you have
I'm mad
crushes on and
tired
shit, and
now,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, boom, this is easy.
Yeah. Right.
Now it's like I have to think. I really have to sit there and be like, okay,
It is
like,
so much easier.
let's go there.
I
Like
get it.
like
Yeah.
now it's like, oh well, why would I do that when I can just pull out my phone?
And
Like,
in
Yes.
5 minutes be done. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
5 minutes.
Wow.
Let's calm
what
down.
are you fucking?
Yeah. What, you got the
What are you
whole
running a
afternoon?
marathon?
You got the whole afternoon?
Yeah,
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Talking like in between, washing under my armpits.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
could do this in a commercial break.
Wait, seriously?
Are you kidding me?
It's so
I
easy.
guess- for
yeah.
guys,
I've
that's-
had this
yeah.
hand the entire time.
But so that's what
Yeah.
but so that's what I mean. Like I dated a guy once who would like make this. It was like a production. You know,
Okay.
like
Whoa.
meaning like it took a long time. Like he liked.
Did he put on
to-
an orchestral outfit and conduct?
he was the suit with the long tail.
He had the long tails
Yeah.
and the linked up cuffs of
Yeah.
the collar.
No, but like it would be like he likes to really invest his time into that process.
Of masturbating? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Are you
We don't
kidding
need
me?
candles to make
Yeah.
I
this
mean,
good.
Absolutely.
I'm with you, but
No.
some people like it. I
I'm
guess.
like-
Making it look like a fucking Madonna music video to
Yeah.
jerk off.
I jerk off like a NASCAR pit crew.
Come in there quick.
Yeah, come
fix
in
the
quick.
tires and get the fuck back on the
Be
tracks.
done. Yeah, the
great.
jack guy, that's
Oh yeah,
me.
You're the crank guy.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm the crank guy.
Okay, so good. I'm happy for both of you.
You might be the only woman who is. And I appreciate you, Dara. I got a lot of women in my life very upset with me.
Okay.
I got a trail of very upset, very frustrated women. How long? Do you
Yeah.
got good bench time? How's your bench time these days? It gets worse as you get older.
What do you mean bench time?
Bench
like
times in between sex
wait.
times.
In
yeah.
sex or jerk? Oh, because wait, actually, I wanted to bring that up, so this is
Yeah.
a good segue. Because sex and jerking off are definitely very different.
Yeah, sure.
So, what's
jerking
bench
off's
time?
fun.
I guess the rest
Oh, how long
time.
would it take me to reset?
Yeah.
Reset with sex and then with jerking off. I wonder if it's different.
I want to say no more than 30 minutes
Okay.
to get
For
back
both?
in there.
Or does it matter?
For jerk off time? Jerk off time's way. I think it's way
Shorter.
less.
I would think so too.
Yeah.
If I
shorter.
really wanted to go again, probably
Yeah.
no more than 15 minutes. And then
Right.
with sex, I'd say at least a good 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
I would say with jerking off, probably 10 minutes.
Okay.
With sex, it's getting closer to 15
But
these
see,
days. Yeah.
But see, here's the thing though too. So in her case, it's like if he was somebody who could,
Twice.
yeah, if he was jerking off twice and then could also rebound like
Yeah.
that quickly,
Yeah.
then it maybe wouldn't be a thing. But the
I don't
problem
think
is that
that's it's not the
yeah,
case.
he can't sometimes
To
apparently.
jerk off twice before you're going to hook up with a girl
and knowing that you have issues with it,
Yes.
is a
Yeah.
crazy thing to
is
do.
so selfish.
Exactly.
It's like this woman is
Exactly.
looking for your nut.
yeah.
Give it
she
to her.
wants your penis.
Yeah. You can't give her a hard one for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
If-
But-
unless like I look at it this way, this is how I used to look at it. Like jerking off before meeting up with a girl is like, oh, you don't want to.
yeah.
You don't want to
of
finish
course.
too
And I
fast.
get that.
Yeah.
And like
I've never thought
a
that it
warner.
worked. I never
a
thought it
warner is
worked.
fine.
Yeah.
And I think it's a mind thing. I don't think
Yeah.
it really matters.
I don't think it works.
I don't think it really makes
I
a
don't
difference in
know.
your performance.
Yeah.
No.
You can. I'll put it this way: there are times where you can go fast, and there are ways of like you just your mind, your mental is just in check, and you
Yeah.
can hold out and you can make it last longer.
Yeah.
Okay. And wait, what about the IG model thing? Because that's definitely been something I've dealt with. My friends have. I think this is a lot of people.
So I've. I mean, this is maybe like living out in LA. I have
Yeah.
friends who are IG models. So
Okay.
it's like
Sure.
I would never purposely go out of my way to follow said person.
Right.
Right.
But the guys you do, and I'm like, that people can just see that.
That's-
right? And
yeah.
that's
I'm
how I
talking-
go. I go.
and I'm
If
not
you're
talking
following
about a
porn stars,
few.
and if you're following IG models, like, and I'm talking like thoughty models, not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm a
Right.
Sports Illustrated model. I'm talking like ones where it's just
Yes.
like butthole.
Like their ass is the
yeah,
avatar.
the ass is
Yeah,
the entire
exactly.
picture,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And I look at it as like this is like to me it's like the closest you can get to seeing somebody comment on porn.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
like when you see comments on Pornhub, you're
Yeah.
like, who are these people?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you see people who follow them. I'm like, if you're not legitimately friends with them, why are you following this person?
yeah,
Yes.
I.
Yeah.
They
well,
don't
and-
know you exist, and they never want to know that you
And
exist.
that's the thing is like that makes me wonder if you're like if some of them are trying to break that fourth wall kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
the
I'm
answer
sure
is
that
yes.
they are.
100%. 100%.
And,
Yeah.
yeah,
Everyone I follow is a 6 to me. That's what I want.
But I think like obviously there's going to be some on every guy's page. That's
Of course.
fine. And
Yeah.
I don't think twice
But if
about
it's
that.
most of the people you're
most of the
following-
people, because
Yes.
I've been there.
If
and
there's
I
all
was-
blue check marks
I'm
in your
telling
following
you.
column, well, that's a
It
problem.
was
Yeah.
weird. I brought it up actually
To the guy?
This is the guy
Fuck.
that you were seeing.
Oh yeah.
And what'd he say?
Oh well, here's what happened, and honestly, I don't care if he hears this,
Yeah.
because he stalked me really deep on Instagram. He went back to like my first post ever.
Okay.
I was like, "This is insane." I was like, "Are you okay?"
I've
Like,
done
I mean,
But I'm thinking like, but to tell her, it's
to
like
tell me that you stalked me that deeply was a little weird. But I was like,
a little
okay.
far for no
well,
reason.
then he also called me basic, and I was like, okay. And I was like, we're gonna fight now. So.
Okay, well that's just negging.
But
that is
he
just,
was,
yeah.
okay, so he was
Okay.
negging because then when I got annoyed, he took
Yeah.
it back and he was like, I was just kidding. I was playing
Sure.
with you.
Sure,
like,
sure.
But I was
Right.
like, that's negging. I don't like it. So I
Yeah.
was like, no, don't call me. Your like pre-influencer posts were basic. I was like, fuck you.
Right.
So anyway, after that, I am not the type, especially in the very beginning stages. I'm talking like dates 1 through 5 at least. I'm not stalking you. I don't really give a shit. Like I
That's
don't.
so rare for women to,
I know.
to hear
Yeah.
as
I
a
know.
woman, right? Because
that.
every girl I've
You should
dated-
run for office with that platform because I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
No, I don't like stalking because I'll always see something that I'm gonna overthink. I'd rather
Yeah.
just feel it out for myself. And also,
She's
this
in the
stuff-
trunk of a car. I might
Yeah,
have. I
he's
might
just
have.
really adventurous and mysterious.
Yeah,
Where are we going?
I mean, I check to see if they're real.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
sure,
about
yes.
like Instagram stuff.
Right,
I'm not
sure.
looking at
Of
their
course.
tagged photos. I'm
Yeah.
not looking at who they're following. I don't give a fucking shit. I'll say that. But eventually you give a shit. But like,
Right.
in the
Yeah.
beginning, I don't really care. So I went to his Instagram to do some stalking simply because he did that to me, and I felt
Right. Fair's
violated. And I went and I looked, and then I was like, Instagram is like whatever, nothing crazy. I was like, let's look at that because he was following a lot of people, like a lot of people in the thousands, and I was like, that's
That's
a
way
lot
too
of
many.
way too
Yeah.
many. And I'm telling you, it was at least 10 or 15 scrolls of the finger doing this. All thoughts, all Instagram,
That's
a
OnlyFans.
lot.
That's a lot.
And so
That's a
I brought
lot.
it up on our date. our next
At
date.
that point, just make a fake page. You know, like if that's what.
But he actually.
Yeah, be a gentleman.
Be a gentleman.
Yeah, have
make
a
a fake
Finsta,
looking meme
have a
photo as your main
Finsta.
photo. Come up with
Right.
a weird, crazy name.
Yeah, the
Okay.
weird frog.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me finish this story
yes,
so
of
we
course.
can move past
Sorry,
it.
sorry.
No, it's fine. But yeah, so I brought it up on the date, and he actually unfollowed. Not because I asked him to, because I did not give a shit. Let me make that
Yeah.
clear.
Mm-hmm.
He unfollowed like 1,000 people or something, and
During-
told me the next day, not during dinner, but he
She goes, "Why is he on his phone?" the whole time?"
insane.
Let me count the ways I
No,
love thee.
But literally, I was like that. I said that. I was like, I didn't ask you to do that. And he's like, I
Sure.
know. He was like, but you're not wrong. Whether things because I said to him, I was like, whether things work out between us or not, like I can guarantee you. And he was like, no, you're not the only person who's had a problem with this. And I was like,
Like
thank
you were at this point. It sounds like
Yeah.
you were the person who kind of like was the wake up call.
yeah, probably. I
Yeah,
mean,
but you were really bending to this. So then what happened in
What
the
do you mean?
relationship?
I was bending. What do you mean?
Yeah, like it's like this guy following all these things to me would have been like, all right, I'm out.
I didn't want to be that harsh about it. I was
Yeah.
just like,
And
maybe
it was pretty early on.
It
too.
was like 3 dates in. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean-
I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. I don't even typically stalk at that
So then,
point.
did you?
Like,
Was this a guy who had the weird bedroom proclivities?
no,
Okay.
that was someone else.
Okay, so it's another
Oh,
person.
Lord.
Oh wow. Okay.
I've had a lot of problematic dating scenarios, but
Yeah.
no. So it didn't end up working out, but it was just like not for that reason. But I just thought
Does
it was
he still
interesting.
follow those people now, or have you?
I
checked?
honestly have no idea. I don't think I've checked or
Right,
anything.
right.
But
He follows twice as many.
Yeah, probably. He followed
he
them all
doubled his
back.
numbers. Like wow.
But I don't know. I was just like interesting because maybe they don't realize like how many they're actually following. But I was just like, it's a bad look. It's not a good
Yeah,
look.
I can't. Whenever, so there are a couple people that I follow that post some racy stuff. Some are comedians,
Sure.
and the thing is, that's part of their brand.
Yeah.
And it's like I talk to them as human. You know what I mean?
you take the profile out of the picture.
Yeah, it's just, but it looks like when I'm on the train and it's just like an ass shot. And I go,
Yes,
like, I
yeah.
talked to this woman about her dog.
Yeah.
It sucks. Because
Yeah.
everyone's like looking, like, and I'm
Yeah.
not like sitting there hitting like on it. I'm scrolling, but then it just, it stops.
And then somebody's looking over your shoulder. The train being like, "This guy looking at porn on the fucking."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's
yeah,
like,
I mean-
no, man, we like talking about dogs. And they're like, yeah, I bet you do.
You
freak."
dog, you fucking dog.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah,
But you're
I bet-
drooling all over it.
Yeah, you sick fuck.
Yeah. You sick fuck.
And I'm like just sitting here. I'm like, I don't need this judgment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, that's another thing too, is like the liking of certain posts. Like for an Instagram model, thought, whatever, I don't really care that much about that. I think it's more like if you do know the person, or if it's like an ex or something, it brings back that whole like breaking the fourth wall kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Well, liking is not as bad, I guess. But
Now,
I feel like the liking is where it gets bad.
it gets where it gets for exes. I think it
it's
gets a
the
little
start of a
tricky.
slippery
Oh,
slope.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh, for exes?
For exes,
yes.
yeah.
I thought I was just talking about the models.
No, not with the models. With the models, I don't even really
If
think
you're liking
twice
your
about
ex's
that.
shit, then that's a huge red flag.
That's what I'm saying.
I think if you're friends, it's fine.
He's gonna
I
argue
listen.
that.
That's a whole conversation.
Yeah, it's a whole different conversation.
I don't befriend
Same.
my exes.
Yeah,
Right,
same.
yeah.
I'm with you on that. So
I
it's
don't,
like
I don't give them my support because I don't need to. Anymore.
I don't
Right.
care. I'm like whatever.
Well, you know what I mean.
But if you're friends with your ex, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, if
that's
it's
it.
more
That-
than
that's
it's
it. That's the thing.
and then that's
she's
fine.
working at a fashion not a company on the fashion side, like I have a
Yeah.
friend, and it's like not in like a model aspect. She just like helps, and I go, you know what? I'm supportive of the work that they're doing out there. You know,
Yeah.
like pictures of their dog and their husband. I'm like, this is great.
That's different. But
Yeah,
if you're out
that's
there
different.
liking only the bikini
oh
shots,
yeah,
that's
that's
a fight.
that's a huge
That's
flag.
a fight.
Huge flag.
I
That's
had,
it.
I had a fight with
That's-
my ex about
Even
that.
my girlfriend wouldn't
Yeah.
care if I did,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't because I
yeah.
just optically.
Morally, it
it's a
doesn't
red
make sense.
flag.
Yeah,
it's
optically,
just
it's
not,
not
a,
good.
It's
Yeah.
not a good. It's not a good look. Same
This
thing.
person,
But
listen,
anyway.
I think porn is, it's a very slippery slope,
Yeah.
of course, and it's
Yeah, it is.
when you're hell yeah, and when you're not willing to do the work in terms of having a well-adjusted sex life,
Yeah.
then it becomes a problem.
100%.
Right.
And as a person who casually watches porn
Yeah.
before he masturbates every day, then I don't think it's a problem. I mean, how are you supposed to go
No, it's-
shower?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You got to give yourself something to clean, right?
Am I right, my dirty dog?
Yeah. What up? Shout outs
God.
to my jockey underwear that have seen the worst of me,
Oh God.
that are falling apart in the
So
front.
bad. Stop. Why am I here?
Oh my god.
To get to know me.
Welcome back to the boys club.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you'd think I'd be used to this by now. Anyway, well, that's what I'm saying about the whole like porn thing for this type of person. This is a very different type of porn relationship that this person has,
100%.
as opposed to us who can just watch it casually and then still go about our lives. When you're literally dealing with an addiction where you feel like you have to tell somebody that you're dating,
That's bad.
that is bad, and I don't know.
That is your thing. Where they think that they're about to get dumped. They're like, oh, no.
Right.
I'm about to tell you that there's an uncurable thing about it.
And
this
also,
is
like,
almost worse too, because
Yeah.
like the person is trying to connect with you on a physical level,
and
you're not only are you not giving it to them, you're also not giving it to them. Like it's just it's so.
But it's also like, how do they even? How do you try? It's like so, like you said, apparently it's so easy for you guys to just like jerk off. So it's how do you just all of a sudden stop? I mean, you have to work at it, and it sounds like this guy.
I knew I was having consistent sex.
Yeah.
Without with no rejection at all. Like, why would I? Unless I really feel like I needed me time, because I feel like that is the thing about jerking off. It is, it is a me time sort of thing.
Of course.
That's the only other reason I would feel like I want to, just to like have the chance to have time by myself, but then also.
Yeah.
You don't think we understand that there's a dark side to jerking off? That somehow you don't need to ever have a woman or a man in your life again because you can enjoy the thrill of coming when you want to without any stress or pressure.
Hey, listen, we get it too. What do you think? It's like happens like this every time we have sex with you people?
What do you mean?
You people.
What
was
the
that?
hell is this?
What the hell is
First of all, you know how much the shit men have to think about while we're having sex with women?
No, I understand.
So we don't finish?
Trust me.
The stress.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Start
it's like
doing
the
the Austin
opposite
Powers
problem
thing.
for us. We're like trying to finish.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, and I think
I would say like at the same time, women have to concentrate so much to come. Whereas like,
that's what I'm
we
saying.
have,
Yes,
no,
that's
it's,
exactly
sorry, I didn't hear.
No,
sorry.
yeah.
But it's so crazy how the paradox of that, where it's like we're
I
trying
know.
not to, you're trying to, and it's just
Right.
It's funny.
It's
Yeah.
a tough situation, and it's like for a guy to just sit there and jerk off. I get it.
I get it too.
I love it.
But
I'm all about it. Sometimes I used to see how fast I could go.
Yeah.
And I almost broke my own goddamn neck. It was incredible.
Your neck?
Like just at the
Punching over.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whiplash
Oh,
as to how quick I could jerk myself off.
I mean, yeah. Well, okay.
But you got to get out of that space. It's
Yeah.
a dark world to live in.
It sounds like his problem though is something like she said even in the submission. It's probably a job for a therapist.
Yeah.
So
100%.
it's like,
Yes. She
does she
acknowledges
want
it.
to?
Yeah.
She knows.
Does she want to take this on? Like, and that's really comes down to like how much do you like this guy? Because I'll be honest, when I was seeing the guy that was like kind of addicted to, I forgot to mention, because the guy that I was seeing, he also did like the webcam thing, and I was like, that's a no for me. That was kind of one of the
mean, that
reasons I was
kinda-
like, I'm out. That's a little weird
live
to me.
webcam girls.
Didn't like it.
Can I
Didn't
ever?
like
Can I
it.
tell you about my webcam experience?
Oh, dear.
Can I? You know what I mean?
You're into this?
So
Do you
this,
guys have other things you want to talk? I feel bad. Like we've
no,
gone
no,
on
no,
this
no,
porn.
No, no,
we're already
Okay,
here.
cool, cool.
We're
Let's keep
here,
going
yeah.
then.
Sorry. Good.
So like like before like porn sites were really like out there doing the most. Webcams had like a moment in the sun.
I mean, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, and I was like, there was like a thing where it was like the first 5 minutes are free, and then it's like $20 a minute
Right.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Right, and that could get into some really expensive territories.
How much?
I mean, so this is what happened. So first of all, they go first 5 minutes are free, and I'm like, challenge accepted.
Yeah, right.
Come on,
Right.
your
Nothing
boy.
happens though in the first 5 minutes.
Sure.
I don't need that much time. You know what I mean? My mind will fill in the blanks. The woman is just
Okay.
sitting there topless, and she's got like long spiky nails.
Okay.
And I'm like, put it in your ass, and
No.
she goes, I can't, and I already finished. Turns out apparently rejection also works.
You know what's fun?
No is the sexiest word.
I
to me.
cannot. Oh my God.
So-
Don't say
Christ.
So then I am like I'm like, well, this is easy. I finished under 5 minutes. I get a notification, an email that I'd been charged $20.
What?
Yeah. So
5 minutes went by pretty fast.
I'm furious.
Okay.
I called the number.
Okay.
But no one's probably called that number.
I know. So I call the number. I'm expecting to hear press 1 for English, press
Yeah.
2 for Spanish, whatever. Immediately, I'm calling the 1-800 number. I call the number. 2 rings. Some guy goes, hello? It's just some dude.
Yeah,
that's
And I go,
amazing.
hey, man, I finished under 5 minutes. He goes, that's what you're calling about? And I go, yeah, I want my money back. He goes, all right. And then just
That was it.
hangs up, refund, processed.
That's insane.
Wow.
Super fast.
Okay, but you're
super
Now
not-
that
effective.
is customer service at its finest.
That's
That
what
is
I'm
true,
talking
actually.
about.
That's
Yes.
true.
Take note, TGI Fridays.
But this was a while ago. It
Yes.
sounds like a long
yes.
time ago.
This is a while ago. I was
Yeah.
like early.
Where you could have one person behind the phone.
literally, yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yeah.
There was
I-
that.
this
First of all, I love the amount of hierarchy you thought in that phone call. You're like, not even a 2 for Spanish. You think they had more than 2 employees working that fucking desk?
Yeah, probably a desk.
true.
You thought there was a desk?
Oh, he's probably in bed being like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Literally.
He's smoking
It's
cigarettes
probably his
watching her.
girlfriend. Yeah, it's his
100%.
girlfriend that he's exploiting for money.
Yeah. And I was like, but the thing is, the live webcam girl, I
Yeah.
think the thing is, the fourth wall's gone.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
I don't
agree.
like that.
I agree,
And that's what-
100%.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
really
I mean,
get
I was
behind that.
I wasn't in a relationship at the time, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that in those situations, the live webcam girl,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
I had a friend who dated a guy, and they were like boyfriend girlfriend, and she was like, after a while, it became like it was just too big of a problem, and they had to like break up.
Yeah,
And I
of
was like,
course.
yeah, I mean, I can see that, but I bet there are some people out there who make that work. But
Yeah, I
mean,
think that this is, she said in the submission, a part of me knows.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the big deal.
And I think that's where it's like, yeah, the answer is in the submission on this one, because I think she knows that it's not
Yeah.
something she should deal with, and I don't
probably
think
afraid of
she
letting go,
wants
right?
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's because I get it. It's tough out here. Trust me, dating fucking sucks. Like it really does. But and she's what 35? Like yeah.
I was
it's-
going to say, like, if
not
this was
easy.
like in a, and I hate to be ageist about it, but
I
it's like,
agree, though.
if it's like you're 22, 23
100%.
was the ages we were setting, they're going to be like, all right, well, this
Yeah.
is the whole like, oh, there's more fish in the sea. At 35, 36, you're like,
Yeah, there's not that
if you like that person, you're going to fucking probably hold on and then have to deal whatever that
Yeah.
baggage is.
Yeah.
And like I think that's the reason she's probably even thinking about holding on in the first place. It's just like,
when
yeah.
realistically, she should be letting go as fast as possible.
I
Absolutely.
think so, just because
Yeah.
like it would be one thing if this guy was like she said trying a little bit harder, but so far from the information she sent in,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like he is. Like, yeah, he was upfront about it, great, but if you're not actually doing anything about it, that doesn't help, you know?
Hey,
so,
Kunal, remember that part where you're like, there's no way somebody would give up their entire life for porn. This is the guy, I think.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It might be the
That's
guy
what
who
I'm
loses
saying.
the house for porn.
So
Yeah.
wild to me
Yeah.
to jerk. Like, that's really just
Yeah.
like meeting up for dinner and saying, I already ate.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
literally.
it is. And
That's
it's
so
like,
true.
and as I
We've
think
all
it's-
we've had a bang bang before where we eating a meal before a meal.
Of-
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
We could do it.
Yeah,
the second meal
absolutely.
ain't so great.
But
It's not.
Exactly.
But you'll go through it. And as
Yeah.
3 people who value food to show up with somebody and they go, I'm not really that hungry.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and then it just becomes this mukbang where they stare at you while you eat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just
Yeah.
not a fun sight.
No.
Especially when I'm like,
No.
I want wings and you're not joining. Well,
No.
Yeah.
strap in. It's gonna get gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But also
no.
tell me I look gross because I really enjoy that.
Wait, I had a question. This is sort of related, but when she said J-O to the whole like jerk off thing, she put J-O. I was asking a girlfriend this the other day. Is there a good term for when a girl is masturbating? What do you say?
What's flicking the bean?
Okay, flicking the bean is like something I say as a joke.
No, yeah, it's
Oh,
joking.
yeah.
There's
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
sexy.
Oh.
Is there anything sexy? I don't think there is.
Yeah,
Sexy.
A woman masturbating?
No, you dumbass. The phrasing.
Oh, the
of it.
phrasing? Oh,
Like
I
flicking
say,
the bean is not sexy.
maybe
not-
this is just the queens in me.
Oh dear.
But I call it DJing.
DJ.
that isn't that not? That's a Dane Cook joke.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. DJ
Is
Diddles.
it?
You ever heard of that?
I
No?
don't know. I don't.
I'm
remember.
just saying it.
She's just sitting there like DJ Diddles. Like
I was
think-
doing it way before Dane Cook. Get out of here.
I've heard.
Get out of here.
I've heard of diddle before.
Diddle?
But that's
Diddling is
another-
also,
but that's
but also
another one.
used to talk about if someone gets molested.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So
that's what
diddling
I'm
is
saying.
definitely
It's like,
not a fun
Diddling
one.
not good.
DJing is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
funny.
I don't
Sexual.
hate DJing.
Sexual DJing is
but at
funny.
the same time, it's still a little like
It's jokey.
it's still jokey.
Right,
I don't
right.
think
Flicking
there's
the bean
anything
DJing.
that sounds hot.
Harassing the man in the boat.
I what about polishing my rose?
Polishing my rose.
Polish-
Okay.
Rose?
Pollinating my flower.
Pollinating my flowers.
No,
nice.
that sounds
Yeah, yeah.
terrible. That's
Yeah.
so scientific. I feel like I'm in earth science.
What's the
Jerking off, by the way, doesn't sound great. It's not a glamorous
still,
thing.
Yeah.
It's not, but it still like has a.
I think jerking off is flicking the bean. Like that's what that sounds like to me.
To me, flicking the bean sounds so corny. I don't know. Jerking off sounds more like, yeah, I'm jerking off.
It sounds American.
I'm an American man.
It's
I'm
masculine.
jerking
I don't know.
off.
It sounds
Yeah.
masculine to me.
Beating
There's
the
nothing
meat
like,
is I always
beating
like.
That's
the meat
gross.
is
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's a gross
one.
but
wild one, yeah.
What is it? Slapping the ham. That's hilarious.
Slapping the
too.
Oh,
ham.
choking the chicken.
Choking the
chicken.
chicken. That's a
Disgusting.
good one.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like there's nothing for women that I think sounds like sexy or feminine.
I say checking my pH levels.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It's
Yeah.
fine. Just something to think about because I
Write
was
in the
like,
comments.
yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us know. All right. Are we at the point of judgment? I think we probably
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go and first.
you get the gavel.
And you get the gavel, and you get to get
final judgment of who sucks in the situation. I mean, I think that the guy sucks. She does not suck. She's in the right for thinking this, for wanting to maybe consider leaving this situation. You know, we appreciate you writing in, but I think you kind of know the answer to this one, and it doesn't sound like this guy's doing as much as he can, so I think he sucks.
Yeah, if you're gonna, there's nothing wrong with watching a boatload
no,
of
of
porn.
course not.
You know, as somebody who's enjoyed it for many years, and I'll continue to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing. I can't even. There's no reason to shower unless you don't jerk off before. But that's how I live. You know, I'm just an American man, is what I am.
God.
And I watch a fair amount of porn. Some might even say excessive. I don't even know. You know, and I range from the animated to the elderly.
Are you gonna get? to
What?
the
I'm
fucking
just
point?
saying. That,
Get to your consensus.
oh, yeah.
Get to-
I'm
He's
just.
just gonna talk about how much he loves porn for the rest of the fucking episode.
I'm just gonna say there's nothing wrong with it. Is what I'm
What
saying.
was the
did
question?
Exactly.
Where was I?
what
Oh
is
yes, yes, yes.
happening?
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just think that when they look too young, it's weird. No,
Oh
no.
my!
It's
I'm
just-
leaving.
Okay, I'm just saying, people that watch that are creeps. Okay, you want a little bit of wrinkle. You know what
my
I'm saying?
God.
Especially in the chest or like the side.
Move on.
All right. Point is, there's nothing wrong with porn. The point is, this guy, he's selfishly nutting. And
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yes.
Don't be selfish about your nuts. Share them. What are you, a squirrel? You're going to hoard them to yourself? Like winter is coming? It's not. Okay? There's several seasons for us to enjoy. Point is, this guy stinks.
Okay.
He smells like those trees that smell like semen. You know when they start to flower in the spring and you walk down a block and you're like, why does this smell familiar? That's what this guy is.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Right, those trees. I call them penis trees, but they're not. They're not called
Semen
that.
trees.
Yeah, the semen trees? Yeah, we call them semen trees. Right, those two. They have more names
Okay.
than women jerking off. Point is, this guy sucks, and you, as a 35-year-old woman, have been put into this precarious situation that you shouldn't be because you feel like your worth is dropping as you get older, and that's what really blows.
There
so
are better men out there.
there are better men
telling
out
you.
there, and go find one of them.
Yes.
All right? Let this guy die in some porn. I hope a stack of DVDs and magazines fall on him and kill him. You know,
Okay.
because they're disgusting. But he sucks. You don't.
In the case of this given prompt, I think that I dub that this man sucks and that you are a high value queen and you deserve better.
There you
And
go.
you should not be settling for someone who doesn't want to take care of themselves. So I dub this guy sucks.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Good gavel smack, right?
Right?
Very
Stellar.
good. Yeah.
Stellar.
Honestly, some people go real hard with that, and you did, and we respect it. So
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. What do you have going on? This is your time to shine. Tell the
yeah.
people where you're going to be, where they can find you, and all that good stuff.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. It's Brad Stoll. YouTube, Brad Stoll. Yeah, next date. About 2 videos a week. Check them out weekly. Go to different restaurants. And if I have any stand-up dates, they'll be posted also on my Instagram for you to check out. And thank you so much for having me, guys.
Do you have
Of course.
yes, thank you for coming. And just one last quick question.
Yeah.
Do you have any restaurant coming up for like a review or video that you're excited about?
Oh, yeah. I got 2 that are coming up. I got Slate over in
Oh,
Chelsea.
With the slide?
With the slide.
Oh,
And I-
amazing.
And I also have Puttery and Meatpacking.
I don't know that one.
Oh, also,
Puttery.
third one, Maison Pickle.
Oh,
The
Maison
sister
Pickle,
restaurant to
nice.
Jacob's Pickles.
Amen. That's a great
If you're
spot.
looking for good date suggestions,
Yes.
let Brad be your guide.
And if you have any restaurants that you want to suggest
yeah.
my way that are not unrealistic to book,
Yeah.
i.e. Carbone, Parm, or any
Yeah.
major food group restaurant,
Right.
send them over to me.
Amazing. And for us, you can find us at You Both Suck Podcast across all the platforms. Our submission link is in our bio on Instagram. And we will have a new episode next week, hopefully.
Yes.
I apologize for my tardiness on, we had a couple
You owe
missed
these people
episodes.
no apologies.
Okay.
You know what? They can, if they get it when they get it.
Okay,
all right?
fair enough.
They want to take a
That's
week
right.
off? Let
I
her,
did. I
Okay?
needed
You know what? Time to neg your audience. You guys deserve nothing, and you will get whatever you deserve.
All right?
mental health health is a priority.
Yeah,
Okay,
if this woman wants to spend her days DJing, let her.
Yeah.
Okay, she's
We're trying
allowed-
to break that record of
my
5.
God.
Yeah, all right, she's a busy lady.
Yes, you can follow me. This is a good segue. Where I will not be showing that at Dara Pollock.
I'll be at All Day KCA, clips and what have you. Go check them out. I'm putting them up. Leave some wild comments. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yes,
All right?
exactly.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you guys.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank
Of
you,
course,
Brad.
thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.